I'm Osh.
I'm Akela.
And we're Osh and Akela. And on this channel, we do Am I the Asshole? Which is basically us reading people's messed up situations and deciding whether they are the asshole or not.
We give people that unbiased opinion because sometimes you need it and sometimes you can't consult the people around you because it's a secret and you're ashamed. So we bring that to you and we want to hear your opinions and your thoughts. And we want to engage with you guys.
Yeah.
So
leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
Let us know your opinion.
Comment, all those things.
We read all of them. We may not respond, but we read all of them. I don't think you're gonna like this one, so I'm gonna read it. Am I the asshole for defending my wife after she purposely dumped coffee on a kid?
Oh.
Yeah. My wife and I are both 34 and kid-free. My brother, Mac, 28, started dating 30-year-old Heather. Roughly a year ago, she came with 3 kids. 12-year-old Anna, who is 100% the problem child. The boys, 6 and 8, are great. Anna, on the other hand, purposely does shit to piss people off at every turn and is extremely defiant, and her mother lets her get away with it. We own a camp on the lake, and once a year we host a large barbecue and weekend stay for the entire family. Mac brought Heather and the kids. Anna was a shit all weekend, picking fights with people, throwing tantrums, hitting etc. And Heather just stood back saying, I don't know why she acts like that, which is her mom.
Yeah.
Rather than do anything to correct her kid. My wife was getting noticeably more pissed off as the hours progressed, but nothing like yesterday. Yesterday, we were all sitting out on the deck, talking and enjoying a coffee, and Anna was underfoot, per usual. She was told to go play with the other kids several times, and she refused, finding excuses to be involved in the conversation, which included picking up a fly swatter and swatting at flies around the adults, knocking over our coffee several times. She was also smacking my wife with the swatter, repeatedly saying there were flies on her when there weren't. My wife at one point looked at Heather and said, either get your kid the fuck out of here or I'm gonna lose my shit. I also spoke to my brother several times about him stepping in. This was following Anna dumping my wife's fresh coffee all over the place, including on her, for the second time. Cold coffee. My wife doesn't drink hot coffee. Heather said it clipped, Anna, go play. And that was it. No follow through. Well, Anna comes right back in and slaps my wife on the forehead with the swatter and says, bug, missed him. My wife took her coffee, her third one at that she just made, again cold, and flung it at Anna.
Oh,
covering her.
Like this?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Anna immediately starts crying and Heather flips out. So does my brother, saying that my wife was an immature cunt and that she's just a fucking kid. My wife calmly puts her cup down and continues conversation like nothing happened. As Anna, Heather, and Mac are all flipping out. But then Heather says, do you have anything to fucking say for yourself? And my wife says, don't let the door hit you and your demons spawn on the ass on the way out. Some of the adults are saying maybe an apology is warranted and that we are assholes for not giving one. I personally don't think so. Am I the asshole?
It's crazy. It's kind of crazy.
A grown woman doing that. But I understand your frustration. And like, sometimes I do wish that I can discipline kids that aren't mine, but you actually can't. Like, you really
can't.
have to try your best to hold it in. Like, that is not your child.
I changed my mind. She is the asshole, but at the same time, as a parent, I think you need to be very wary of people who don't like kids. Like, I think, like, the way they said, like, we're 34 and kid-free.
Yeah.
Like, maybe they don't like kids.
That's
like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you can't expect people to have as much patience with your child and just be like, well, they're just a kid with your kid. Like, some people really don't fuck with kids. Is that you?
No, I don't fuck with bad kids.
I don't fuck with bad kids either, but at the same time, you're just a kid. Like, you know what I mean? I know that. But at the same time, you can't swat my head. I know there's no fly here. I didn't see a fly. Don't swat my head.
There are some demonic children though.
Yeah, there are. That's like
that intentionally try to irritate you, and I think they grow up to be
like have problems.
Narcissistic, have problems. Like they start from a young age. Maybe she is actually a problem child and does things to intentionally like aggravate people. And she's not her first.
Yeah, that's a disorder
scenario.
You know?
It is.
It's like defiance disorder. Like that's literally
My sister works with a lot of kids, and she told me like there are specific children who will literally abuse other kids, abuse the teachers, the staff, whatever, and they find joy in it, you know?
And they don't fear authority.
They don't fear.
Like, it's normal for kids to fear authority, which and to them authority is anyone big.
Yeah. And like, tell me why the teachers are actually scared of the kids. Yeah. Like, they're actually like, please, I don't want him in my class. Like,
because they can't do things, they'll get in trouble.
They can't do anything, yeah.
So like,
she must have been really, really frustrated.
But I mean, this is her third coffee.
And she spilled it on herself the second time, so I was like, here's some more.
You're being but also it's like, as a parent, you do have to like, dude.
No, what is the mom doing? What is it called? Gentle parenting, folks? Like,
I don't even think it's gentle parenting. This kid seems like they have a problem. Some people really try their best and their kids just do not listen. Some kids are just wired that way. They either grow out of it or they don't.
She did not try her best.
Yeah, she didn't.
Like, she's fully said that, like, what did she say? Just go play.
Yeah.
After she just spilled. Me growing up, my mom wouldn't even let me spill anything without getting mad.
Let alone
as
on
horrible
somebody.
as it is, like, my mom was, like, very, like, you spilled that? Da-da-da. Like, relax. I'm just a kid. Like, she was actually very horrible in that way. But on someone else, too, like, the way I was raised, that can never happen around my mom, and that probably will never happen with my children around other parents. People like kids,
in general,
other kids, whatever. Like behave, be fucking hate,
and have respect too.
Have respect.
Like, they do need to learn how to respect their elders to an extent. I think everyone kind of is just like not the best in this situation. Yeah. Am I the asshole for not wanting my boyfriend to use a fleshlight or a sex toy when he doesn't want me to use a dildo? I'm not telling him not to use one to be spiteful because he doesn't want me to use one. At the beginning of our relationship, we both agreed that we're uncomfortable with each other using toys. I don't like the idea of him using a tight plastic thing, like a replica, to get off, and he doesn't like the idea of me having a replica to use on myself, especially if it's bigger than him. We agreed and said that we wouldn't use them. Fast forward to now, and I find a hidden one away in a closet. Yeah, I wasn't snooping. We were moving in together and I was helping him pack. I confronted him and he admits that he really likes using one.
Okay.
I tell him that even though I'd love to use it during my alone time, I don't because of his feelings, and I feel completely disregarded and disrespected. It also upset me that he takes so much joy in pleasing himself with an object.
Yeah.
He said he sees it that it's unfair, so I can use one now if that's what I want. I still don't want him to use one though. I keep on having thoughts if it's better than my own anatomy. Am I the asshole?
No, you're not the asshole. He's in the wrong. No, you're not the asshole.
I feel like he's
crazy. Yeah, like what the fuck?
With a plastic thing.
He literally said, don't get one and I won't too. And
then
the whole
hid
time
one.
he's been having one and using it. And now he's like, oh, you caught me. Okay, fine. You can use one too.
That's a cop.
What?
Yeah.
No, you're not the asshole.
And those thoughts of like, is it better than mine?
Yeah.
Is like, I think kind of fair. Because like,
that is doing a lot. Getting an actual like sex toy is crazy to me.
I feel unpopular opinion. Like, I think male sex toys are worse than female sex toys.
I think so too.
Like, I don't think it's equal.
Because it's so easy to get off as a guy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's different when it's the opposite. Like, the toy actually does something. Do you know what I mean? You know, like, it's more technical for girls. And I feel like a toy, like, it's more needed. You know what I mean? For a girl.
Yeah, because girls are more, like, it's more difficult for girls to finish versus men. Men is and, like, if
actually very easy, I think.
Female sex toys can be used collaboratively with your partner, whereas a male sex toy, not really. It's like, it's kind of just for you and that thing. The thing is, she's using an actual piece. Yeah. Like so I think that is more equivalent to what he's using. Okay. But if she used like a vibrator, I don't think that's the same.
It's not.
You know? Like I think that's
if we're getting technical.
If we're getting technical, it's not like that's the thing. There's more options for girls. There's not as many options for men.
No.
But the options they have is like it's kind of a lot. Like have you seen like some of the male sex? They're disgusting. Sorry.
It's a unit. It's a unit. It's actual human or an ass.
Oh my god, it's too
relax.
Why is that in your closet?
Like you're a weirdo if you have any. I'm so sorry.
Especially if you have a girlfriend that you're about to move in with.
No,
and then,
if you have a girlfriend, that makes it even weirder.
And him admitting that like I just really like using it is like, oh, you hate me. Got it.
Are they more common than we think? Maybe guys actually use this. Like a lot more guys actually use it. And it's more common, like.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure. Woman, like, I'm sure they especially single men. But that's okay if you're single. But even if you're single, the thing is, though, I think like people in general, especially men, though, have to be really careful on like the paths they take and like how they pleasure themselves. Because I really think it alters your brain. I don't think you should be using like fake anatomy pieces for men because I think it's like. Because remember that episode we did before, like a long time ago? It's like, it kind of replaces the need for a woman. And it's like, it just separates you further and further from reality. And it's like, it makes it harder to like interact with women in real life and like changes your perception of things. And like, I think men need to be really like, selective on what they do in that space. But I feel like the way they make them now is like, maybe it is as good as the real.
I know, so I'm like, is it actually common? And like, maybe I just don't hear of it. Like, maybe a lot of guys actually do have fleshlights or do have, you know what I mean? Because like people,
they sell it for a reason.
Porn stars actually mold their vaginas.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Guys have their favorite porn stars. Like, it's a thing.
That is so creepy. I don't like that.
It is, but it's like the porn industry is like billions for a reason. There are a lot of lonely men out here, but he has a girl. But I'm just talking about in general, you know. But take that over nothing. Like, if you think about it, he has both.
You're being greedy. I would leave.
But like, you tell him, he said he likes it. You tell him. I don't think he's gonna like get rid of it. Honestly, I think he's gonna find a way to keep hiding it. He's gonna keep buying it and hiding it. He can keep throwing it out. I just feel like
that's so true.
Because how can you go from that to like back to your hand? It's just like,
or just stop.
I mean, I guess, but
just stop. You don't need to do that.
Am I the asshole for not paying 50% of the rent? I moved in with my boyfriend 4 months ago, and we agreed that I would pay half the rent and utilities. I'm not on the lease, and the utilities are in my boyfriend's name. We have a 2-bedroom apartment. The 2nd bedroom used as a combo home office for me and music studio for him. Then 3 weeks ago, his brother moved in. I come home from a weekend trip with my sister and found him there, no discussion beforehand.
What?
I was pissed.
What?
My boyfriend swore it was for a week at most, until his brother moved in with a friend. So he spent a week on the living room couch. Well, to no one's surprise, that didn't happen. The friend decided he didn't want the brother to move in.
Oh, okay, so the brother was gonna move in with another friend, and then now the other friend is backing out.
Given that the brother doesn't work, what do you mean you don't work? Doesn't clean up after himself, and is a general jerk. Even my boyfriend admits this about his brother. I can't say I blame the friend. My boyfriend says he can't kick his brother out when he has no place to go, and begged me to give him a couple months. I started packing my things.
Couple months?
That's insane.
That's really
Get the fuck out of my house, please. A week is crazy for me.
It's okay, continue. I'll see my thoughts.
I started packing my things. I reluctantly agreed, and boyfriend ends up moving my desk into the living room where I have no privacy while I work.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
And his music stuff into a corner of the bedroom. We are basically tripping over it, so his brother can have a bedroom. I told boyfriend he has 2 months to get his brother out, or I would move out. It gets to the time of the month for me to send money to my boyfriend for bills.
Yeah.
I send him 25% of the rent and 33% of the utilities instead of 50% for both. Boyfriend is upset, saying that is not what we agreed. I told him I also didn't agree to live with his brother.
You got it, sister.
And I'm paying what I feel is fair. Every apartment I have shared, you pay rent by bedroom and utilities by person.
Yep.
BF starts freaking out, saying that he can't afford that and that I agreed to his brother's thing. I told him that I agreed to not move out. I did not agree to financially support his brother. He told me that I can't just change our agreement. And I pointed out that he had, when he added a 3rd person to the apartment.
Like, literally.
Boyfriend insists he doesn't have enough money to pay that much. And his old roommate moving out is one of the big reasons I moved in.
Like, to help pay.
Yeah. Boyfriend says that he will end up having to not pay something and that it will kill his credit. He tells me that he is already short because he is having to spend more money on groceries.
Yeah.
I flatly refuse to pay for more groceries. Good. I am refusing to budge. Boyfriend insists that I'm trying to hurt him financially. I am angry and I know that I can make bad decisions when I am mad. Living with 2 other people should cost less than living with 1 other person.
It's easy math.
Am I the asshole for not paying 50% of the rent?
No. He didn't even tell her that he was coming for the week.
A surprise.
Like, surprise, I'm here for the week. Oh, now surprise, 2 months. Oh, and surprise, you still have to pay all the rent. Oh, and surprise, now you're working in the living room where the brother is unemployed and is probably hanging out in the living room while you're doing your work, so you have no privacy. No, like, that's so unfair on her. And then it's like, who's to say 2 months doesn't turn to 4 months?
Yeah.
And why isn't he working? Like, so
That's
many
my
questions.
question.
Like, get a job.
Why aren't you working?
And you're rude on top of that.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
so I have to feed you, I have to house you. He should be pressuring his brother, like, listen, if you're staying here, look, this is me and my girlfriend's space, like, you need to be working, get your, like, while you're here, like, because I can understand, like, things happen and you can rely on your family sometimes and you try your best to make it work, but it's like, while you're here, get your job, get your money in order, and prepare to move out because this is putting a strain on my life now. No, you're not the asshole. And
yeah, she did
like,
not sign up for this.
No, you didn't sign up for this.
I mean, I'm happy that she is even paying something.
No, you're not the asshole. I wouldn't like 2 months.
I want to know
really
their
long.
age. They didn't mention their age.
Maybe if they're like 19.
Yeah, you know,
20,
like, how old are these people?
Really young. Like, okay. What's the worst part of all of that is like, you would want to help someone, but if they have a shitty attitude, it's like, I don't, like, get out.
That's the thing. Like, it's like, be grateful and be helpful. Clean up after yourself. Do things if you're living off of me.
Is this a teenager who's out of the house?
I'm just assuming, but maybe he's a baby brother. And like, it
could be.
You know, he's the older brother.
But it doesn't matter.
And he's been babied his entire life. Like, that's the scenario that I'm picturing in my head. But
the brother needs to get his shit together. Yeah.
Period. Point blank. Get your shit together.
Am I the asshole if I tell my friend her boyfriend is planning to propose?
Yes. What the fuck? God.
My 27 female best friend has been dating her boyfriend, 26 male, for over 5 years. A while back, he reached out to me to help figure out ring size and the setup so we can make this the most magical day for her. Having known my friend for over 20 plus years, I know exactly how she wants her proposal to go and who she wants to be there. So I relayed all this information to him months ago via text. Over the phone, I even took the time to covertly find and confirm which ring she would love the most.
Wow.
A little background, my friend is incredibly family and friend oriented, and in the past expressed to me on multiple occasions, especially during holiday season. In the 5 years they've been together, he hasn't really made much of an effort to indoctrinate himself into her family or friendships the way she has for his. While I do generally like him, I've always felt that he's incredibly self-serving and self-focused. Recently though, a mutual friend of mine found out he started a group text between emphasis on his friends and his family to set up a time and date for the proposal. He has not only excluded myself, and according to the screenshots I've seen, he's doing everything verbatim I suggested he do, but he's completely excluded her family.
What?
And other close friends from the event. He's planning on only having his boys and family present for the occasion. And knowing my friend, this would ultimately break her heart. Not being able to share this moment with her loved ones, I got heated and called him. At first he was dodging my questions and then outright said, "This is my proposal. I spent enough time and money to choose how I do it. Just be happy for your friend. It's not like you're not coming to the wedding." This infuriated me. And to make matters worse, I ran into her mom and dad at the grocery store and suddenly asked if they knew of any possibility if she was getting engaged. They were unaware, and I know for a fact my friend has told him that he needs to ask her parents for their blessing. She's somewhat traditional.
I smell a divorce.
My friend wears her heart on her sleeve, and I can predict how this event will go down. When she sees all of his close friends and family there and none of hers, considering her previous sentiments about his lack of interest in her family life, she will 100% see this as being hurtful and selfish. And I know she'll cry.
I'll cry.
To make matters worse, the location of the proposal is a whopping 30 minutes from her parents' house. I don't want to get involved in a fight or reveal the surprise, but on the other hand, I feel like I owe it to my lifelong friend to help her avoid being hurt and disappointed. Maybe even helping her rethink what her future would look like with someone who just doesn't really appreciate what she values in life. So am I the asshole if I tell my friend that her boyfriend is going to propose?
Ah, when you put it like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so torn because what the fuck is wrong with the guy? Proposals are all about the woman. I'm so sorry.
Like, it's not my proposal.
Your
That's
friend,
so true.
Fuck your friends. I don't want to see your friends at my
They almost
proposal.
don't have to be there.
They don't. Why are they there?
They do, but
it's not a
both
wedding though.
sides.
But do they really care? Like, you know, I feel like it's
They care. I'm sure they care. I'm sure they care.
Okay.
If their boy's getting married, but it's like,
I feel
same
like
way they care, her friends care too. Like, you know?
No, it's the fact that he didn't even consider her side of the family or friends to be there. Like, is it just her best friend that's gonna be there? That's it?
I guess so. Because she's helping. So it's like, well, I guess you have to be there.
Nah.
But she didn't even get the
her
invite.
day.
She didn't even get the invite. She got screenshots from a mutual friend. Yeah. Would you tell?
I don't know. After 5 years though, you should know this person is very family oriented.
That's the thing.
How do you not know this woman?
That's the thing. And she said,
who
like,
are you marrying?
You don't try to get into my family or friends. Like, you don't really show interest.
Yeah.
And then now you're gonna have a proposal and not even invite them. Like, at the very least, the parents. Like, isn't he worried about like how that would make him look to them? And they matter. Like, no matter what.
I don't think he cares.
I don't think he cares. That's really selfish. But honestly, I feel like I wouldn't say anything because it's like, this is gonna reveal what you need it to reveal. Like, to do that and like let your friend go kind of through the motions. Because now, okay, like, let's say you tell her, what is she gonna do? She's gonna be like, you have to invite my friends and my family. Okay, so she's gonna get what she wants, but it's not organic.
On top of that, she knows. The whole point of a proposal
is
to be surprised. It's done.
Yeah.
It's ruined if you tell her.
I wouldn't tell her. I would let him go through with it the way he wants and then let her deal with that emotion.
There's literally nothing else you can do.
Because that will be like, you don't care about what I care about. You don't care about me. Like, if you're gonna propose to me, why wouldn't you ask? Like, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean?
To
like,
my right and left, and
I see none of my people. None of my people. Can you imagine? I think it's like in her friend's best interest to not say anything.
Yeah.
And like let it play out how it will.
I think she should also, the friend, I know she already tried talking to him, but like try again.
Yeah,
like, try again and again and again. And be like, hey, listen, I know her. This is my best friend.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt her.
You need to invite her family. You need to invite her.
It's like already such a turn off that she has to even beg him, but she should. I agree. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, the thing about like, she knows that her parents want him to ask for the blessing, and he's ignoring that is super disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And depending on what, like, your culture, religion, what your background is, like, that is so disrespectful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's disrespectful, period, but on top of that,
You don't
it's
care
just
about my
like,
family.
Not at all. No, that's
It's like a huge slap in the face. It's like what a bad way to start something like this.
Yeah.
I think you would be the asshole if you told her friend. I think the best thing to do is not say anything. Let the chips fall where they may, and I think everything will fall into place with this kind of guy.
At the end of the day, it's like it's for the woman that you're proposing to her. It's her moment.
Yeah.
It's your both of you guys' moment, but really and truly, it's her moment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's something she's gonna remember forever.
Yeah,
Story she's gonna tell forever.
The picture.
Guys, we're preparing a whole reader write-in, so please send us your scenarios, your situations. We're gonna do that probably for the next episode.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be completely all of your submissions. So we're gonna take the craziest ones, put them in a video, and respond to them. Make sure you let us know if you want it to be anonymous or not.
Yeah,
and
that's a big one.
That's it.
Email us at oshandakela@gmail.com. It's gonna be in the description box.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.